Dream so big you look insane, bitch. That's what today's video is about. Oh, whoops. I just realized I did not have the mic near me at all. If you didn't hear me, I said, dream so big you look insane, bitch. That's today's video. Dream so big you look insane. Be unrealistic. Am I a lost cause? Which is what I thought when I wrote this. You've been conditioned to think that $50,000 is a lot of money because you've been told, in the bracket of life that you've been put in, that that's a lot of money because the majority trade a whole year of their life for that, dedicating most waking hours, most days for 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a year, and that's why it seems like a lot of money. It's not. If you saw how much the people who have this financial shit cracked in life were making, and you saw how much of a nothing 50K really is, then you wouldn't blink an eye at 50,000. I don't. I've never seen over 2,000 for me in my life. Most I've ever seen is 7,000. I'm talking about actual money, not like if you've seen a car worth whatever. Because I do love going to see like supercars and shit. But most money I've seen had right there to my name was less than 2,000 and 7,000 for something in the family. But even still, I think 50K ain't shit. Same with 100K, a million. Because I'm dreaming so big, most of my dream cars cost double to triple that minimum of 50K. Few of them in that range. I know this kind of seems like the same as my Dare to Dream It video, and my How I Know I'm Going to Win video. However, that's just daring to dream it at first. And I'm talking about once you do that and you take it all the way. So, the Dare to Dream It video, one of my first videos, not very good because I didn't have confidence, but now I'm killing shit. Can you still see me over there, by the way? Hey. Yeah, so my Dare to Dream It video is about actually just letting yourself dream it first and like actually thinking it could be for you. Dream so big you look insane. This video is like take it all the fucking way. Once you've allowed yourself to see a bit, take it all the fucking way because you have one life. And if you're not gonna take it all the way, what are you doing? Anything you do, do it 100%, you know? Because you got one life. So that's a I thought this video was gonna be longer than it is, but I've actually kind of just said everything that I needed to say. Dream so big you look insane, you know, like raise your standards. Why wouldn't you dream so big that you look insane? Like you see this scenery right now, right? Just kind of think about how is that even possible? Now I know we've given it a name. Oh shit, fly just went in my face. I know we've given what you're seeing, like the nature and stuff, we've given it a name, fields, trees, grass, and we've given it a color, green and brown or yellow, whatever. We've given it a name and a color, and that's all fine and dandy. Hold on, I'm just getting the beetle off. Whoa, he's like gold, bro. He has like a camo. Anyway, we've given it a name. We know what it is. We know what it does. We know the trees take in CO2 and output oxygen and whatever. We know what it does. We know its function. We know everything about it other than what actually is it? Why does it exist? Why does any of this stuff that we stand on exist? How in the conceivable universe that you can try to fathom did we end up alive like this, conscious, and with an ecosystem that fully works and is integrated into its own self? You know, like a volcano explodes and then the CO2 fills the air, but then the trees take care of it over time. They intake the CO2 and put out oxygen. It just keeps the whole shit alive. Look how amazing life really is and how much impossible shit. Because think about how the chances of this existing and us existing and being conscious of it and such. Think about all of this and also refer to my childlike keep your childhood wonder video if you want to kind of get more of my point on like what the fuck is anything because you'll enjoy life a lot more. But it's like, look at how impossible all of this is that it exists. Like, really actually zoom out and think how impossible that any of this exists and see how small your dreams seem, right? You know what I mean? So don't dream small. Dream so big you look insane, like I said. But in comparison to the fact that the fucking universe exists and is in such a cycle that we couldn't even conjure up ourselves the way things work, it's like, look at all that. Look at how the universe exists. And you think that you can't make like 10,000 a month? You think you can't make $1 million, $10 million, 100 million? Now, granted, it's hard. I'm not saying it's easy in compare. You know, I'm not saying it's easy just because in comparison to the universe and shit. It is hard to do. Well, I say, a couple million. I dream big, so I'm saying it's easy, even though I ain't did it yet. But you'll see me do it. But you know, it's like it is hard to do. But at the same time, why wouldn't you just in this looking at how impossible life is, looking at the chances of you even existing, which are like 1 in 400 trillion, by the way. Like, think about how nuts and how many digits that is. All of it, like, just all of this together. Why would you then not just go 100% and dream so big and think, you know what? I'm limitless. You know, all this exists. If all this can happen, then I can go live my dreams and make my dreams happen. You know what I mean? You kind of get the general gist of what I'm saying? Like, look how insane all this is. Why wouldn't you dream so big that there's no limits and think, okay, well, if all this can exist, I can exist the way I want to exist. I can go take what's mine. You know what I mean? Like I said, you've been conditioned to think 50K is a lot of money. Like if you got like, and it is a lot of money in relativity to daily life. But if you're like me, who likes the multi-million dollar mansions and multi-million dollar cars and $100,000 cars and such. Like 50,000 ain't shit to cover that. Like that is not enough. That's enough to give me like maybe one of the low end cars that I want. Which I'm not trying to sound like a prick or an asshole or like stuck up or whatever in any of this cuz like I'm dead broke, bro. I'm telling you all this while I'm dead broke. But that's just the truth. I've raised my standards so much that it's like, no, that's the life I'm gonna be. I want to live a life where 50K ain't shit to me. You know what I mean? And life shouldn't be centered around money. I mean, look at this. We're in nature. It should be centered around satisfaction with life and doing all that. But cars are fun. All right. I don't want the money just because I'm infatuated with money. I just want to be able to do whatever I want with all my days and live on my own timing, which you need money for, unfortunately. And I like cars and big houses. That's why I need. So if I can dream so big, well, then you can too, because we are just humans. It's like everybody's first time doing life too. No matter how many people you think have this life shit just to levels you could never imagine. Well, it's still their first time living life too, and it's still just a human. It's just how you deal your cards. So dream so big you look insane. Like I said, before I go, let me just don't go yet, don't go yet. Well, what's that other shit that I was saying? Uh, 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 uh. I can't remember what else I said, but like I say, there should just be no limit to what you think you can go out there and do because at the end of the day, we're all gonna die and we all only have one kind of shot at this thing. So it's just kind of I can't wrap my head around why anyone would spend their life limiting themselves and not just going out and shooting every day for the life that they want so that you can enjoy your time here. And I'm not saying you have to, I'm not saying enjoying your time here is based on whether you reach those dreams or not, or those financial dreams. You should learn to appreciate and love your situation. But if you want to strive for more, then strive for more. If you're happy, you're happy. There's no right or wrong. Everyone seems to fight these days thinking there's a right or a wrong. There's one solid straight answer. There's not. Just do what you want. Anyway, with that being said, did I already say like and subscribe and things? I think I did. I'm gonna say it again anyway. If you like me and you want to learn some stuff and you like the videos and want to kick it with me every week or whatever, like and subscribe. It's completely cost free. You can unsubscribe at any time. There's no like commitment. Music supervisors and shit. Music supervisors, sync agents, I need you the most. So go check out my music. And if you just like music, go check it out. So with that being said, 8 minutes 50. Oh, I thought I didn't have my mic on. With that being said, anyway, goodbye. I guess that's all there is to it.